All right, good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I'm here with my co-host WD. WD, how you feeling, fam, after this weekend?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. I had a solid weekend, but as far as football goes, the Saints have dropped five in a row. First time in Sean's era. What is going on with this team? I mean, injuries, uh, bad personnel decisions. We gonna get into that. So let's do it.
All right, Who That Nation. I hope you guys are having a great end to your weekend. I know it's a long weekend we got ahead coming up. Not used to being off camera, but I will be tonight. So got a lot going on in the background. But yeah, hope you guys are having had a great weekend. Unfortunately, our Saints, did not, along with, you know, me during that time watching the game. But we're gonna get into that. We're doing a late post game show tonight, but we're still gonna have this wrapped up before we move on to the next opponent. So that's basically what tonight's show gonna consist of. Us chopping it up, giving our thoughts on the show, and we will probably open the phone lines. We'll kind of see where we're at, just give hear you guys thoughts and opinions on the game and the state of the Saints. So looking forward to hearing from you guys. But before we get started, let's go ahead and shout out the chat. Of course, we got the OG Jerry Poor in the building saying good evening, family. We got JT saying blessing, family. WD JP. We got Gundam saying happy household holiday and blessings. We got Brian Pearson saying who that. Last Saint said Ayo. Jasper Bowden saying who that. And I see DJ 420 who that RG said was good, y'all. Was good, fam. So we get back to the chat as time goes. So let's go ahead and kick off on the offensive side. I'm gonna read some numbers that our offense put up. We're gonna start with Taysom Hill. He was 19 for 41, 264 yards, two TDs, four interceptions. Rushing, Taysom Hill had 11 attempts for 101 rushing yards. Mark Ingram had 10 for 28. Tom Montgomery 4 for 21. At the receiver position, Deontay Harris led the way with four receptions for 96 yards. Second was Lil Jordan Humphrey, two receptions for 49. And then it goes on down with Jawan Johnson. No. Nick Vanette had a pretty solid game at the receiver position. He had three receptions for 48 yards. Then it goes down to Jawan Johnson, one reception for 27 yards, and a disappointing one reception for 13 yards for Callaway. And along with Traquan Smith, the guy that supposed to be leading the charge, supposed to be the veteran at the receiver position, a pathetic two receptions for 15 yards. But we can start on Taysom. WD. What was your thoughts on his play?
His play is pretty much what I expected and what everybody else expected. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying they have a bad game or have a good game, but we know what Taysom is. Not really a true quarterback, but nonetheless, he started this game. Uh, Really, I mean, as far as his passing go, I know he got hurt, but it just was really, really inaccurate. I felt like he could have ran it. I feel like Sean should have ran him every freaking play.
Right.
Because I mean, he was balling. Look, when he was running, man, hurdling guys, just balling, man. I feel like if he would have ran the ball almost every play, man, we was gonna get something positive out of it. That's how it felt. So pretty much, it's what we expected. He, you know, he was good running the quarter. I will say this: I did miss the first quarter. Um, I look, I wasn't reviewing the first quarter, even though I missed out. I wasn't reviewing that crap. But for the most part, I think we finally scored in the second quarter, right? So
Right.
hey, look, man, I'm glad we was able to score seven this time around. Right, that's what I asked for. But as far as Taysom, man, he did have there was some really good passes I feel like he had early on that I saw in the second quarter. I mean, I was like, okay, all right, Taysom, you doing a little something. I did see a clip that little Jordan Humphrey I guess he got a touchdown, but yeah, man, it pretty much went how I would expect Taysom to play as a quarterback. The ending was definitely rough. He threw some interceptions, but I'm not shocked. I mean, with all the circumstances and who he is and all this other stuff, man, it's not too shocking. So it's what I expected.
Right. And I mean, Taysom, he did bring a spark, to the offense.
Yeah, yeah,
He
absolutely.
definitely, yeah, definitely brought that. But yeah, as far as passing the football, four interceptions, definitely not acceptable. But I think I ain't gonna say he played better than the stats say because far as running the ball, like I said, he had 100 rushing yards. So I mean this the best offensive showing, that we've seen, in some weeks. So and that it was led by him, but yeah, as far as the passing part of it, yeah, that's under 50%, completion percentage. And then to have four picks with that, definitely wasn't, acceptable. I know he did hurt his finger, and I know that was, I'm not giving him no pass, but I know that was you know, a good part of the reason why some of those throws was inaccurate. As we got through the ball game, yeah, because some of those throws it was like under throws and stuff. He usually don't do nothing like that. Um, but yeah, I would definitely move forward with him. Because like I said, he brought spark to the offense. As a runner, and he did exactly what I wanted him to do, for as being aware in the pocket. He took off. I mean, now I'm pretty sure everybody can see what he can do if he just take off with the football. When he get pressure, that was the problem. He had last year, but yeah, he definitely done good on the ground. But far as the supporting cast at receiver, we can start with Traquan. I know Deontay went off, but we can start with Traquan. So this is a veteran guy. This better be this man's last year with us.
Is he a veteran? I don't consider him a veteran, and when I'm saying that, I mean I understand he's been there for what 4 seasons, but he don't play like a veteran. So I
He
mean,
playing like a little undrafted rookie. Sorry. But yeah, that's totally unacceptable for Traquan. Two receptions for 15 yards. I mean that's totally unacceptable. And it's nothing that he has shown this season, which really, I mean, he was supposed to be the guy to step. I mean, I know we kind of, I know I did, I kind of overhyped him, saying when we get Traquan back and, we it was going to start getting better. But when you got this receiving core that we have and he still can't make nothing shake, um, he definitely does not need to get re-signed by us, even at a cheap price. I mean, he's not gonna be expensive anyway, but yeah, man, that's just definitely pitiful performance by him. As far as Nick Vanette definitely had a solid showing at the receiver position. Three reception for 48 yards.
Josh Hill 2.0.
Right. So shout out to him for giving us, some help at the receiver position. But far as Deontay Harris doing Deontay Harris things. Um, when he gets some operating room, he gonna make something. He gonna make a highlight. At the play, you give him a little bit of room, he gonna make something shake. That 70, I think he had a 70 yarder or 71 yard touchdown. Um, like I said, they gave him some room to operate, and he definitely made things shake. So shout out to him. He had 4 receptions for 96 yards. So like I said, I mean at the receiver position as a whole, it did look a little. It did look better, but it's still, it's just what it is. Like I said, we get on here week in and week out and point it out, but it's just what it is. But
Yeah, I will say this two things. As far as two weapons go, Juwan Johnson, I saw that Juwan Johnson that he caught a big pass before he got hurt, and Lil Jordan Humphrey. I think those two they need more targets. I just think I feel like they are actually up there as far as being more productive. I think they could be more productive than the guys I've been complaining about. So
DJ 420 said that's offensive to rookie CB. That's basically pot water play at this point. Yeah, man, that is disrespectful to rookies. So I take that back, man. That's pot Warner play from Traquan. But I mean, far as offensively as a whole, far as the protection,
ugh,
if we didn't have Taysom back there, I think it would have been way worse than
yep,
it was.
yep.
Just it's just good Taysom was able to escape, and I'm glad he had his rabbit ears up and felt when pressure was coming, and he just took off. But well, I mean, we missed our tackles again. We missed our tackles again. So it was kind of expected. Our left guard is out, and Cesar Ruiz, he definitely playing like a backup. So you really can't consider. I really don't consider him like a key starter. So basically the whole offensive line minus Eric McCoy, um, but really not playing good right now. But it just is what it is. So you got any more things on the offensive side? Like I said, we really seeing the same song and dance, but making that move for Taysom at quarterback, that definitely brought a spark to the offensive side.
Well, Leslie, I'm just saying, I'm just glad that we scored 7 points before the fourth quarter. I know that's very, what's the words? You get what I'm saying, man. I'm just glad that they scored seven before the fourth quarter. Uh, that's an improvement from the past 2 weeks. So yeah, man. I mean, look, I guess we can wait till the preview game. I'm just saying, like, if you ain't able to score on the Jets, bro, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I see in the comments. I see Anna said we are screwed, and then I seen a response by the last Saints. Saying Anna, the season is over. Jets or a cushion game. You sure about that, last Saint? The way we playing, any team is liable of beating us. We was competitive in this Cowboys game. We was more competitive, but really the Tennessee Titan game, we got back in the ball game. I mean, so we really can't just look at no team and say there's no cushion game. Not the way we, playing offensively. If we can't score no points, so yeah, nothing is no given. No game is no given. We get in the preview game with the Jets. Who we got the Jets or the no we don't got the Bucks coming up. We got the Jets and then the Bucks. But yeah, ain't nothing no gimme. Even with this playoff picture, the way we playing right now, and it's just being honest. I don't want us to waste no playoff spot if we can't even be competitive offensively.
Did you just say playoffs?
Well, the reason why I said that because I'm just looking at comments and saying stuff like we out, we a game out and stuff. We honestly we shouldn't even be talking about that. I was just going off of this response.
I got you.
You know,
Y'all
this.
don't. We ain't worried about no playoffs right now. Okay. Only way I'm gonna worry about the playoffs, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna take for them to win every game to get in. No, it'll take a few games, but I'm not gonna be caring about no playoffs unless they win every freaking game from here on out. Because I can tell you right now, with this offense, you shouldn't want to watch this offense come playoff time. I don't even like watching it now. So yeah, I'm not talking about the playoff game.
All right. So I'm pretty sure AK will be coming back on the offense this week. That's definitely gonna help. Um, but like I said, I mean the receiver position, it kind of is what it is, and knowing the NFL, the sport that Deontay Harris gave us, we know he's liable of doing that. They'll probably drop the hammer come the end of next week. He may get a game off, but watch he gon' they'll probably do it. The Bucks week. I mean, so the receiver position is that's just what it is. I really can't see that improving. So I mean I don't know. Maybe AK can give us some spark. Him and Taysom, operating back there can give us some spark. Mark Ingram, yeah, he had 10 attempts for 28 yards, but we know Mark gonna give us some decent production. But it's just up to the receivers, man. But we've been saying that week in and out. Callaway had one catch for 13 yards. I mean, like I said, I mean I've been saying, he's not number one material right now. He's not playing in his position. Still young, but still at the same time, man. Well, I mean, one catch for 13 yards, and it's been like that for a few games. But he getting everybody's number one. He's getting everybody's number one corner. So, but it is what it is. We see how things move offensively going forward. Um, I'm just glad Taysom was able to give us a spark, and I'm glad that the man didn't have to have surgery on his finger, or we would have been right back to Trevor. Which I felt like he was alright, until the final two games, but he don't give that dual threat that Taysom give us. Far as running the ball, we could have ran that down. We could have just kept running that thing, and I felt like we would have. But
Yeah, it's like no matter the circumstances, whatever situation the Saints are in, they just don't really. They don't. I don't know what it is with Sean. He just don't. He don't want to run. So no matter what the situation is, even if he's gaining positive plays, he's gonna always turn against the run. That's how I look at it.
right. Mm. And Jerry said, "I just want to win a freaking game." Yeah, I feel you on that,
uh,
fan.
well, on that note, I how I think about it, I feel like if they don't win versus the Jets, we might be looking at Ian Book for the rest of the season, and that might very well be the case. Should be anyway.
Right. Yeah, if we lose next week, is Wilson back for them yet?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, so he back playing. Okay.
I know why you asked that. I know why you asked that.
'Cause I mean, we know what our history is with young QBs, but we'll see. So, and we can go on to the defensive side. I just want to read this one right quick. The last Saints said you can't run the ball. This O line can't let Mark Ingram break for 10 when he hits five. You have to throw the balls.
Taysom was running the ball.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have to be in my opinion, it's gonna have to be worth the clock, worth the clock
No,
between 30 and 40
see,
attempts.
Here's the thing. And I get the run blocking hasn't been great. It understatement really hasn't been solid. But I would rather second and 5, or I don't know, third and 4, than freaking losing yards, all the negative plays that the Saints get. And I do know it come from holding calls, but yeah, that's why running the ball is really effective. Even if you're not gaining that many yards, I would rather that than lose yards, and that's really the problem with this. That's also a problem with the Saints offense right now. It's so many negative plays. So yes, Sean, he there. Even if Mark Ingram is not getting 10 yards, he got to stop turning away from the run at times.
That's true. We'll see what happens. I mean,
No, I mean, look, the reality is, no matter who the quarterback is, Sean wants to sling it.
fat, excuse me, fast. But I think, hold up, I think Taysom he had 11 attempts. He had 11 attempts. Ingram had 10 attempts. When AK come back, he gonna have to add an additional 10 to 15 attempts. We're gonna have to rush the ball a good 30 times. I mean, I think we just gonna have to ride that train. We see, Taysom, he back, his foot is healthy. I forgot about his foot, you know, him being able to run the ball like that with his foot. So yeah, we're just gonna have to grind and pound and stop trusting, the receivers too much.
But
Dion.
that's what I'm saying though, CB. Really, I don't think that's going to ever happen at this point. I just don't. I just don't. Look, with Trevor, he was throwing the ball almost 40 times, or he was throwing the ball for 40 times. I just don't see it. I'm just saying this dude. Look, Sean, he knows. And he finally admitted. He admitted what the game before last. He finally admitted that this offense is poor. The receivers, all that is just not good. So with that being said, he still wouldn't try to pound the ball. So why I'm supposed to believe that he's going to do it for these upcoming games? The
Right.
Jets would. I think the Jets may have one of the worst run defenses in the league. And guess what? I guarantee you, we ain't about to try to run that ball 30 times like we should.
Yeah, I just don't get it sometimes. I mean, maybe he thinking that teams know, like when teams know that they have a weak running game, that Sean will try to do is just counter it.
I
You know?
just think I just think he wants QBs that to be gunslingers. That's just what it
Mm-hmm.
is. No matter who the QB is, you know.
Right. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I mean, as far as the offense is showing,
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not it really the injuries are devastating. It's devastating, but it's just a personnel issue. The O line is not playing good, and on top of that, when I talk about them drafting Caesar Harris, he's not even playing like a first round talent. He's not. He's playing very very poor. The receivers just bad all around. So it's not just about the injuries, bro. It's the personnel. It's the decision making, the
hmm
play calling, sketchy still. So right now, bro, it's just a lot. It's all built in a horrible offense right now, and I can't not believe I'm saying it having Sean Payton as a coach, because I mean he's an offensive guru, right?
right. But it just came to him, having too much faith in you know non non-star receivers at this point. Where I say that for a Callaway, and I mean I know, like I said last on the last show, I know people were saying few people were saying, well, Sean didn't know that this Mike situation was gonna play out for us, him going to IR and stuff. But I think you said, well, when you seen what Mike was returning phone calls and stuff, don't you want to go ahead and get another solid piece in just in case something go left with it? Or when he had to have surgery, that was what, August, when he found out he was gonna have to have surgery again. That was August, so he had time to go and get a receiver before the season started. But I know we done reiterated that before, but that's just where we're at.
I just don't know where Shine is right now as far as even offensive being creative with the offense. I mean, you look at some of these offenses around the league. You look at halfbacks like Debo Samuel. You look at Cordero Patterson. Like I said, I want the Saints to get Cordero Patterson. Man, these guys are like they're not just catching the ball. They're freaking coming out the backfield, getting reverses, running the ball. It's like you would do what it takes to get an offense going, you know. And I know we have Deontay Harris to do some of those reverses, but it's not enough, bro. It's not enough, and I'm just looking at all these offenses around the league, man, and I'm just like, where the hell is that in our offense? And I like I said, I know the rhythm is just all bad because the O line is beat up and not good. But it's like I'm like, how is it this bad? With under Shine, how is it this bad? And that's why I'm just shaking my head, man.
You're right. So we'll see how things go moving forward. I'm definitely expecting to see AK next week.
Oh yeah, and that penalty. Yeah, I definitely forgot about that penalty. That was a harsh shit call. We all know that.
And that was a third down. That was on the third
No,
down.
that was that. Well, it was a first down, and then it made it what first and freaking 25, something like that. Horse
Yep.
shit call. I mean, we know we get those calls. It's always the Saints, and it's just horrible. And the reason why that is really horrible for a lot of reasons. And the reason why that's so freaking horrible, on another note, because Shine it takes Shine out the game. Like Shine, he gets very emotional. He's fussing with the refs for freaking 5 to 10 freaking minutes, and yeah, it just takes him out the game. So it's just that's just bad for so many reasons, not just for changing the game. I mean, it really takes Shine out the game.
Right. And shout out to Rodney Shannon. He said Tank to get a top five pick next year, 5 through 12. Winston is quarterback. Agree with Winston. Draft the best receiver. They're going to get an old offensive tackle. and a grunt like tight end if we have a second round. Really, my opinions on this drafting early, far as a first round pick, I gotta actually see us draft a first round receiver to believe it. I mean, far as tanking, we got Teron Armstead coming up as a free agent. They're gonna let him test the water. Some team gonna give him that money, and we're gonna have to get us a tackle. I see the Saints getting the offensive tackle. I mean, that's just if they going off of their draft board, and honestly, I don't see us being in that range unless we just if we lose against the Jets, yeah, we probably will be in that range. But I honestly can't see us getting a wide receiver. I mean, the draft, our history in the draft shows that we don't really pick high receivers. Brandon Cooks was during the Sean Payton era. Brandon Cooks was the only first round receiver we got. Brandon Cooks. But besides him, we never got a high round receiver. We got Michael Thomas in the second, but I wouldn't bank on Sean getting a one of the best receivers in the draft. I can't see that happening.
Well, I mean, as far as really, I'm gonna look at it, bro. I'm not gonna even invest my time in just guessing who the Saints is gonna draft the first round or second round anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna look at these guys that they draft and just see, like, hey, are they polished or are they raw? The developmental projects. Because I mean, the past draft, man, I would say the past two drafts are very questionable. Now, look, Peyton Turner, we can sit up here and say that we needed another DE. On top of that, Peyton Turner has not played more than what? I don't even think Peyton Turner played what, three freaking games, and he was
Nah,
drafted
some
off.
been two.
It's crazy. He's. So I mean, we not. I'm not gonna be looking at who they draft first, second. Like which position. Just get the best talent for the positions you need, because the reason why I'm saying that you saying offensive tackle, it's the problem I have with them getting offensive linemen. It seemed like they just get offensive linemen just to do so, because there is no way in hell Caesar couldn't have been the best offensive lineman that was available that round. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. I don't even think they need a first round receiver. They could get a second round, but I'm just saying the talent evaluation. Well, where is it right now? It's not hitting like. Of course, it's not going to always hit like 2017, which was mind blowing, which was crazy, phenomenal, right? But
Yeah.
bro, Traquan Smith, he doesn't even look like a third rounder. They need to get it together, bro. And I see we got Payton in the house, Minshew stand. I still don't know why you want Minshew so bad. I know he tore up the raggedy ass what the raggedy Jets. I'm saying it like we can't lose to them, but what's up, Payton?
Oh, yo, what's going on? Sorry about that. I was fixing my AirPods up. What's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm late.
Man, the Saints lost 5 in a row. How you feel about that?
Man, to be honest with you, it feels weird. You know what I'm saying? We've had pretty much all the time watching it, outside of from 14 to 16 success. Um, so it feels kind of weird. Honestly sucks. I'm still pissed off about, you know what I'm saying, Devin White. As y'all know, I keep it real on Twitter and everything. So um, that shit, like I said, it doesn't even feel real because we don't have a quarterback. And also Uptown, I know if you out there watching or if you come back and watch it, I was right.
Man,
Minshew,
this
the
dude
God.
here.
My agenda's been set, and I said it earlier in the season. And I mean, anybody can check me on it. But I've been saying Minshew was the truth. and he goes out, kills it today for the Eagles.
versus
Hopefully
the
they're
Jets.
stupid. Hey, it don't matter. It don't matter.
It
Hey,
don't.
who
It
we
don't
got?
matter. Okay.
We got Trevor Seaman and a tight end playing quarterback right now. So no, but like I said, hopefully we can address something. I know a lot of people was saying Jameis probably wasn't it, dude. Dude, everybody else can eat crow. Jameis was 5-2. You know what I'm saying? And then you take him out. I know we've been missing Kamara, but even whenever Kamara and Ingram was here, it didn't matter because without the quarterback play was so bad that people took Jameis for granted. The same way I guess now a lot of people realize they took Breeze for granted. So that's my take on what it is.
I mean,
Everybody knows I like
He was
Jameis
doing it with
too.
these receivers. He was doing it with these receivers, man.
Exactly, dude. Everybody wants to say something about Jameis saying, "Oh, he didn't have the biggest numbers." Jameis kept them honest, and I mean, you can look at it. The game blanks me right now, but there was a sequence. If anybody else remembers it, but Jameis Winston had thrown a dot down the field, big touchdown. Pretty sure it was. Gosh, I can't remember who it was now. But the next play, Sean went back to it, except with Taysom Hill at quarterback. Next play, interception. And I know some of them wasn't on him this past week, but the thing is, he's not the quarterback.
Hold on, Payton. Let me see something. The last Saint, I don't really want to hear from you because honestly, you were saying that Taysom was going to start over Jameis. You said Taysom was going to start over Jameis, and you owe that to Uptown because y'all made a bet on it. You know, you're talking about better supporting cast. At the end of the day, with these receivers, Jameis made shit happen with these receivers. That's just the truth.
I mean, what is a better supporting cast?
Exactly. Yeah, I guess he's talking
What
about.
is,
I guess he's talking about because AK is hurt, because Mark Ingram is hurt. The receiving core is still the same.
yeah, the supporting cast. We talking about receivers. That's what we talking about. I mean, far as
No, you
Mark,
tripping. No, fool, you tripping. What you talking about? Talking
oh
about some
man,
Jameis was 5-2 with a better supporting cast.
like, yeah,
You
come
was
on,
tripping
man.
for coming on here talking about some Taysom was gonna start over Jameis. That was foolish. Come on, man.
Man, ain't no way, Taysom. Like I said, I've always liked Taysom as a guy on the Saints. You know, what I'm saying I'm happy whenever, like I said, I think as a versatile option, I think he's that dude. But like I said, Taysom to me has never been just. I'm like, oh man, this guy's got crazy potential. Going, you know, what I'm saying we need it. We need to get this dude the ball, or as in letting him be quarterback. I said from the first day, from the first year we had him in, people were talking about, oh, he's gonna be the QB after Breeze leaves, and I was like, hell no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Go back, check my tweets, shit like that.
All right.
I've never been a fan of Taysom at the quarterback. So
Look, the last Saint. Look, let me tell you, bro. Okay, look. Let me tell you why it's foolish and why I'm saying like what you did was full of you was full of crap about it. Cause Jameis ended up starting, right? And not only was he 5-2, don't forget you went ghost on this podcast. We didn't see you for weeks, months. And you sat up here saying that Taysom was going to start when we was telling you that wasn't the case. But at the end of the day, scratch all that. Jameis had us at 5-2. Even the defense was playing great behind him. So,
but I mean, we'll see where we at in a few minutes. The last second, I want to hear what this man really gonna get on here. I want to hear about this supporting cast. That's why I really want to hear what supporting cast he talking about.
y'all pathetic echo chamber. Because, I mean, you sound no different than somebody that, you know, was against Jameis from the start and still against Jameis. Oh, he was 5-2 with a better supporting cast? Proof? Well, like, what are you talking about?
the supporting cast, if anything, is better because we didn't have David Onyemata. I mean, outside of AK not being here, but other than that, I mean, a lot of our receivers wasn't in. Uh, I mean, who exactly? There's no different supporting cast. Jameis just seemed like a better leader for the team. I mean, even
Yeah,
before the
he
Dallas
didn't.
game, the pre-game, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but there was like no hype for the team. Like everybody
I
just
mean,
looked like they didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. So
he didn't have no Mark Ingram. I mean, so
no, did Jameis ever play a game this year with Mark Ingram?
no.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think so. We got Mark Ingram after
We got
Jameis is already hurt.
yeah, no, I mean he got him. He played the Bucks game. The
Okay,
Bucks game.
he played a quarter and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
He
yeah,
played a quarter and a half with
And
Ingram.
and don't forget Ingram, that screen. I'm like, oh snap. We got the screen going, everything. And he said, see, y'all not listening. I got videos to back it up. We got screens to back it up. Where were you those months when Jameis started? Because Uptown said, now why don't you come back here? You wasn't around. Not at least not over here you was. Am I lying or not? I'm not gonna spend too much time on you though, much longer because we got the other side of the ball to talk about too. But I'm just saying, bro, like you gotta kill that BS, man. Come on.
All right, so let's go ahead and get on the other side of the ball. Um, defensively, you start out with Marshawn and Quan was the highlights of the defense, in my opinion. Um,
Oh yeah.
Marshawn, he
Yep.
needed a game like that to rebound.
My whole thing with the defense, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of beating up on him about the Polar run because I'm like, come on, man, you know, and it was bad. It was still bad. Bad by Marcus Williams. Bad. Carl Granderson couldn't really get there. Some could argue that was a hold, but I mean that whole play, bro, it was just disgusting. It's just something you don't want to see. I'm like, God dang it, bro. But for the most part, I thought they played solid. The Cowboys receivers contested throws, contested catches, tiptoeing down the sideline. I feel like they was just styling and just showing off, like, oh yeah, we got weapons. We got good weapons, and y'all don't. That's pretty what I was. That's pretty much what I was taking from it. But I feel like it's other than that, man, the defense was doing as much as they could. You know, Lattimore, he led a few catches. Debo, he led a few catches, but for the most part, it was fighting back. It felt 50-50, you know. Like Lattimore, he actually had 3 good plays in a row. He even had an interception. But as bad as this offense was, it was too hard to overcome once again.
Yep. I'll go ahead and offer my 2 cents on it. I know it's hard because it seems like we still have our standout performers on defense. You know, saying Marshawn, he's always going to do his thing. But I think the hardest thing is that as a defense, it's hard to get up and play over and over and over whenever you're
They kind of cutting out that Payton.
You cutting out.
We don't hear you,
hard to
bro.
get up and play and keep doing it over and over.
Yeah, you was cutting out that Payton. We didn't hear you. All right, so I can't hear you, Payton. We can't hear you.
I
One sec.
I will say, man. I think as a whole, I mean, whereas our front seven, we done a little better with the run game, but that play that Pollard broke like that. Now, did you see that play?
What play?
that Pollard just broke on the.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I said. That was just I was like that's horrible. That's the stuff I just don't like seeing. That disgusts me, man. That's what I was talking about. Absolutely hate it, bro. Like Carl Granderson, I felt like he could have got him. He missed him. Like I said, you can argue that was a hole, but the fact that he ran, Marcus Williams, he didn't, really look. I can't. And look, people would really bash Marcus Williams. I mean, don't get me wrong. He should have made the tackle, but most of the time, like 80% of the time, those long runs get saved by him. So I don't like people bashing him too much for that because those long runs he usually stopped those and stopped
That's
them
true.
from becoming touchdowns. But in general, I just hated that play because I mean there you go, you make it 20-10. But once again, the offense is so horrible, it's too much to overcome.
Facts. And I see we got a super chat right here. Shout out to Ghostface Griller. Said, damn, I love this show. Who that, fam? Appreciate you, Ghostface Griller, for the $5 donation. Yeah, man, but that really, man, a play like that don't supposed to be happening, to our front seven where it's just like he just zoomed up through the hey, we can't keep allowing stuff like that to happen. I mean, allowing these runners to we allowing these runners to just break off on big gains and stuff. I'm not sure where we stack up in the lead now with far as stopping the run, but we definitely done fell off.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
we can't give up runs like that.
Yeah, the Bucks got the number one run defense. I hate to bring them up, but they do now. So I mean, bro, that's the part. Really, we got some deep linemen that I'm not even familiar with. Like I know the Holmes guy. The Holmes guy, he actually made a play. He made a good play, one good play in this game that I remember. But they got a guy with I don't even recall his last name, but I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in general with the D line as far as like the run. Because I mean, like, yeah, I understand. You can anybody can run on you. I don't care how good your run defense is. Anybody could freaking run on you if the momentum keeps going. But the thing about it is, there's just some times lately that they're running right up the gut versus us. Like even just to start off a drive, and I'm like, what? That's the shocker. That's just the shocker that I haven't seen from the Saints defense in a long time.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna put the comment. Well, I say the comment. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Um, really wanting the last Saint to definitely. I want to hear from him about you know this supporting cast. I mean, we like I said, it's all love. Ain't no ain't nothing crazy. But man, you say
Exactly.
supporting cast, we just gotta. I just want you to make that make sense.
No, it ain't that serious. My whole thing is though, he can't sit up here and act like he didn't say that James was going to lose the battle between Taysom, at camp, and then when James is starting, you're not even around. But not, all of a sudden he shows up when he knows Taysom Hill is about to start the next game. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. And I mean, you made a bet with Uptown. Aren't you going to honor the bet? You was on here. You say you got the videos. We got the streams. We got the streams. We got all that. All that is recorded. So there's really nothing else you can say to try to deflect it.
All right. So anything on defense before we start taking calls? Anything takeaways? Quan, shout out to Quan. He
Shout
had
out, yeah,
nine
he
tackles.
ball man, Quine ball man.
Yeah.
Um, it just sucks, man. Like at the end of the day, bro, I really hate the fact that look, this defense, it may not have been elite, it may not have been great, but it was really, really good. Like when the offense did at least something, this defense was playing Super Bowl caliber, and I feel like we've wasted it. We've been wasting this defensive performance for the past couple years, bro. And I'm just worried that we can talk about off season later, but I'm just worried that what if we finally get the offensive talent that we needed? We get the O line looking good. You must be laughing at that play, whoever that was. Anyway, no, there's this play in this Chiefs and Denver game. This guy got blind. He got laid out. But anyway, at least that's what I saw. But anyway, I just hope that we don't. I hope we don't get to the point where we are back on having a good offense, and then next thing you know, we start losing defensive talent, and we back to what we was having a high power offense and suspect the bad defense. But hopefully we don't ever have a bad defense again. Hopefully it's at least bend and don't break.
Yeah, serviceable.
Right. So we can go ahead and start taking calls. I see we got the OG in the building. OG, what's good with you, fam?
What's good, gentlemen? How y'all doing tonight?
Good. Just watching the game, chilling.
Man, pretty good. I knew it was.
Yeah, that's good, man. Just thought I'd pop on here for a minute and give you my aftermath from Thursday night, which it really didn't look too good. Matt, to be honest with you, the last 2 weeks, along with that 5-game losing streak, it really hasn't been that great. It really hasn't been that great. With these injuries we got, and we got 5 games left, and I have to agree with the chat. And shouts out to everybody in the chat. I see my buddy Miss Anna is on there, and I may have to agree with her because with these 5 games we got left, we got the Jets next Sunday. Hopefully that'll be a winnable game. Hopefully we'll snap this losing streak finally. I'm praying, and might as well say we might as well lose to the Bucks the following week because
I'm sorry the way you said it. My bad.
Look, because like I just said, WD, the way this team is banged up with injuries and stuff, I just don't see us sweeping the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
On Sunday Night Football.
It was just the way you said it. It was the way you said it.
Yeah. And then we got like I mentioned before, we got the rising Miami Dolphins that just beat the dog shit out the Giants earlier today.
Oh yeah, they playing defense.
Yeah, so they playing better with Tua at starting quarterback. So that's gonna be a bit of a challenge right there. And then we got the Panthers. After that, I see, even though they had a bye week earlier, they fired Joe Brady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's one team I want to slap around, I definitely want to slap around them.
Yep. So
hopefully that can happen, but we'll see.
And then last but certainly not least, we got the Falcons to end the season. So, and I see we had a little bit of hope earlier today. I mean, I'm sure you already saw in the chat that the 49ers lost to the Seahawks. The Lions finally got their first win of the season and beat the Vikings. And the Falcons just lost to the Bucks earlier, so that's a little bit of hope. I mean, I was pulling for Washington to lose to the Raiders, but that didn't happen. So, I mean, but like I said before, CB and WD and Payton and everybody in the chat, I'm not feeling confident just yet. Looking at the playoffs, I just want to win a game. Like I said in the last.
Hell yeah.
I ain't studying playoffs. I just want to win a game. Don't talk about playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Dude, I just want to win a game. Another game. That's all I want.
You ain't. Man, who would have thought we would have been this desperate, man? Everybody, I think, like I said, Jameis, man, he played. I don't care what nobody says. Jameis, I felt like he played an integral role in this team. And as soon as he went down, I feel like the spirits of everybody went with it. Because I feel like the players know
Mm-hmm.
that Taysom and Trevor ain't no damn good quarterback, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
Jameis is. I mean, like I said, I think maybe we can pick something else up. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like we got to bring back Jameis though. Just building off what you said though, or else we're gonna be because this year's quarterback class is bad. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you saying, Payne. Well, at first, I was looking at it and see what it say P. Minshew stay. I was like, wait a minute, who this is? I said, wait a minute, is that Peyton?
Oh hell yeah, man! I've been telling everybody for years now since he was going crazy in Jacksonville. I said, man, Gardner Minshew is that dude. I liked him for the mullet and the stash, and then turns out he was a good quarterback too. So
Yeah,
it's
I
it's
heard
just
he. I heard he played. I think he played high school football. I think in Brandon, Mississippi. I think up in the Jackson area.
yeah, I
I think that's where he originally from.
I believe so. It's just which I talked about. So the
Yeah, I
biggest
agree
thing
with you,
also,
Joe.
I had to come in with the agenda. I wanted to let everybody know as well that you can check anything I've been saying. I've been saying New Orleans should have traded or signed Minshew long ago, especially as a
Mm-hmm.
follow up to Breeze. And then what does he do? He comes out today and proves my point. So I just wanted to go ahead and point that out there since I hopped in late.
I got you, man. And CB, just after what you were saying about that boneheaded blindside block bullshit called that was called the other night. I mean, I was not too
Yup,
pleased about. I mean, what I saw. Hold on, just 1 second, guys.
I agree with that, Franks.
Uh, so I had to drink a little root beer there. uh, I had to get one. I had to get one in. But now, what CB was saying about that stupid dumb call that I did not know that's the thing that really made me go off on these zebras so much, guys. Everybody in the chat know where I'm going with this. I mean, Taysom Hill made a good passing play to Traquan Smith for a first down. And out of nowhere, I mean, that's the thing that tripped me out about these stinking, low down, good for nothing referees. Every time you turn around, they always throw a flag at something that we don't even know about. We don't know what's coming. I mean, a blindside block called by Garrett Griffin. I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like, where the hell did this come from? I ain't never seen no blindside block call. The dude was making a good play, and it ruined the Saints' drive because they were trying to
Yep.
drive down the field, trying to score a touchdown. And I look at it, I'm like, are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? That this team that you gonna call a dumb play and everybody don't even know about it. Everybody, I'm sure everybody in the Superdome was like, where the fuck did this call come from? But I was there, I was saying the same thing at home. I said, that don't make no sense at all. Where did this come from? I mean, tell me something that I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
think that's. Did somebody tried
I
to say
mean,
that there was some
it's just
technicality,
ridiculous, man.
but I'll tell y'all, you know something? I know everybody that watches the national broadcast, like me, I'm not from New Orleans, so I had the unfortunate of having to listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Oh,
So,
man.
but here's the funniest thing: as much as these dudes rag on us, I'm talking every single game, dude. It's like Troy Aikman,
I don't even
certified
listen
Saints
to him.
hater, but the fact that they were even saying, calling out some of the egregious calls against New Orleans, I was like, man, and look, I'm not one of those guys as well. I'm not going to say that was the only reason we lost. Like I said, we couldn't necessarily generate much offense, but those times where we are finally starting to get something going and they just killed it, you know what I'm saying? That's a kick in the teeth to a team that we was already, you know what I'm saying? We're down 5 games in a row at this point, so I don't know. I just
Hey
want the
man,
bleeding to stop.
that's just the way it is. I mean, they just, and I'm sure everybody else agree about this because every time you turn around, these these stinking referees just come out of nowhere and just make some dumb, stupid shit calls. It just might make you want to scratch your head and just thinking to yourself, why are they doing this to us? Why in the hell are they doing this to us? And then it dawned on me, they really hate our guts. I mean, everybody in the chat, like T Dirty and Grilla and Miss Anna, Moni 504, Jasper, Brian, everybody that's in the chat, Franks, everybody in the chat. Y'all know how we feel when it comes to when it comes to these out of nowhere calls from these damn referees. It's just ridiculous, and that's what killed the drive that led up to some bad decisions, man. Because we was driving well down the field, but you can't stop running the ball so freaking much. I know it's banged up and all that. I get it, but you can't stop running the ball because next thing you know, you're gonna be throwing interception after interception after interception. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like seriously, man. It's ridiculous. But
But Jerry, man,
hey,
we definitely appreciate you for calling on, fam.
ain't no problem, CB, WD, and Payton, and everybody in the chat. And I'm just gonna close out with this. It is what it is. We got 5 games to go. Let's just take it one game at a time, and hopefully we'll get some positive from these games coming up. So let's move on to the next one. So and hopefully and prayerfully, guys, I just I just want to. I'm like y'all. I just want to win a game. I'm not think. I'm still not thinking playoffs right now. I just want to win a game. Just one game. One game could change. I'm like every week could change the season. I mean, totally. But I just want to win another game, man. That's all I got. Hopefully things will progress later on. But we're gonna talk more later this week with our next opponent, which is the Jets. So that's
I
all I have.
All right, Jerry, appreciate you for calling, fam. Who that
appreciate
to
it.
you?
All right, who that for
Who that,
life? And
Jerry?
we'll talk later this week. Take care.
All right, fam.
All right.
Okay, next we have J Dog on the line. J Dog, J Dog,
Yo,
what's good, with you, fam?
what's good? What's happening? I just don't know what to think about this team anymore. It's just I think d- that Taysom Hill is not really the answer. I mean, he's a great athlete. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he made
Right.
some he made some great plays, but I mean, as far as throwing the ball, it's just no. He just sucks at it. It's like every single time we plug in Taysom Hill as a QB1, it's like that.
We
It's like
understand, fam.
I'm like, dude. It's like yes, Taysom Hill can do. He's very athletic, but he's just a gadget player. When we had Jameis Winston, like that team was whole completely different. Like we were playing like we were a playoff team, and then
Right.
after that, it just all went downhill. The defense started to let up a bit. It's like the confidence start to go down. It's just like we kept losing games like constantly. It's just, I, I mean, it sucks. Yeah, it does. But at the end of the day, like it is what it is. But I just think that we just need to move on from this and learn from it.
Oh yeah, well I think Sean Payton, he right now, if anybody's learning anything, it's him. And he's gonna have to do some self evaluation this off season.
Yeah, because our wide receiver core is not looking too right now. I mean, yes, we have Deontay Harris. Little Jordan Humphrey has been showing some progress, and then like Callaway, but the rest of them is just Tre'Quan Smith. He's inconsistent, and Kenny Stills, hasn't done anything.
Oh yeah. Well, if come to find out, we see why Kenny still why he was on the street. So, but yeah, man.
It's just our. It's like without Michael Thomas, it's like our whole wide receiver core is just not what we thought it was.
I knew it was shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did too. But I mean, I mean, really, it's just, bro. It's just the whole thing. Like even the tight ends, man. The tight ends are very
Mm,
questionable. Well, Jawan Johnson, I want to say that he's something, but
yeah,
he hasn't even gotten enough targets. So
right. And Trump, man, I mean,
no,
oof,
No,
that,
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Yeah, wins and self evaluation. I think Sean says what's gonna happen every single down year we got. Sean's gonna find a way to go like 7-10 or 8-9, finish out the year. We're gonna end up with like the 15th pick. We're gonna trade back. We're gonna select a guard or somebody like that.
no,
We'll take a wide receiver in like the fourth or fifth round or something like
oh
that.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
maybe
Peyton, they just did that. Come on now, Peyton. Peyton, they just did that.
when's the
K1
last time
Baker,
when's the
K1,
last time we didn't do it? When's the last time we
K1.
didn't do it?
I'm just saying though, man. Like when you say fourth and fifth for a receiver, bro, I don't even want to think. And I know we can go all the way back to Marcus Colston being the seventh rounder, but come on, bro. Like
No,
who is K1 Baker? Because
yeah,
no, yeah, bro. I mean, I agree with you. I wish that we would take some more firepower in the first and second, you know what I'm saying, those rounds. But what's going to happen every single year is they're going to get back and they're going to reevaluate. And they'll be like, okay, man, they're going to say something wasn't right with our line. And they're gonna want to go straight to offensive line
Yep.
or another defensive end or, you know what I'm
and
saying, some shit like that.
it's just like they had a chance to draft a wide receiver in 2020, but we went like offensive line, which that was really a head scratcher because I mean Caesar Reed's like what has he done?
nothing.
Like
He getting
hardly anything.
he getting
Like
quarterbacks hurt. I can tell you that.
hmm
like like that like we should have focused on wide receiver, but Sean Payton had other ideas at that
Well,
time.
I'll say I liked Callaway a lot more whenever he had Michael Thomas there with him. I
Oh
think
yeah,
Marcus Callaway is honestly, I think whenever Michael Thomas is here, that helps a lot in terms of like Callaway and Deontay Harris. But that we have nobody else that can really show stop in terms.
right.
Like I mean, we need at least, I don't know who else they would pick. I haven't been following the draft as much, but man, we definitely need wide receiver help, and um, it's I we so whatever Traquan was supposed to be is I feel like what we need to be looking for
Traycon,
is a bigger,
yeah.
faster guy. So
Yeah, it's just I don't think we'll keep Trick on Smith because he hasn't been efficient at. I mean, there's some games he'll be, phenomenal, and then all of a sudden he's just went back to garbage. Like it's just I don't think he's like he doesn't look like a wide receiver one or two in my book because like it's just I don't know. It's just
Yeah, man. Fair enough. I understand. I understand getting at a loss of words, man. It's just
Yeah, bro. We really there's only so much we can see. It's just about the execution with the team, the coaching. Like we know all the problems at this point. And right now the Saints, I'm gonna say draft wise, it's really three positions that's like a revolving issue, and it's DE, it's receiver, and it's four. I gotta add in tight end, but it's also O line. Cause I mean, bruh, the only
yeah,
reason why we talking about these needs is because they're doing wrong drafting these guys.
right.
with
So I
Jay.
mean,
With,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, CB.
no, I was gonna say, J Dog, you got any final words, fam?
I mean, it's like it is just
You kind of cutting out the G dog.
Yeah, you cutting out.
all right. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, but yeah, like it's just it's just the blunders. It's just outweigh the talent that we have.
Right.
And I think we should do. I think it's like we need to take a step back and look at this season as a missed opportunity. You know,
Definitely a missed opportunity. I mean, you can say the last four seasons before this were missed opportunities, but this one is just the fact that if some of our guys stay healthy and while the receiving core is bad, that's what we really needed was receivers. It's just to the point where if we were still good with like having Jameis healthy, if we would have made the playoffs, we could have potentially caused some problems. And
right,
that's why it just sucks that this season is going down the drain for us.
right,
Fact.
and the fact that it's just injuries have plagued us this year. It's just like it's
Yeah,
unfortunate, very unfortunate, and it just we have to rely on guys that you know normally don't pay. You know, like first starter offense. It just
Yeah,
like it doesn't happen like that. But I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, agree.
Right. Well, fam, we definitely appreciate you for calling in.
Oh,
Give us
no
your
problem.
thoughts and opinions, fam.
Oh, no problem. I just think that just I hope we make good decisions in the off season, and
Right.
start over.
Yeah. This off season gonna be very crucial, fam.
Oh yeah, I mean Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis have their work cut out for them this season but anyways, thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate it.
oh yeah, for sure, J Dog. You have a good night, man.
You too.
Who
Peace.
that to you? Peace.
Who that?
Hey, who that, man?
Uh, I want to read some of these comments because y'all, bro, I gotta remind myself to stop reading these freaking comments because I be eating it up. I mean, all right, T3000. Shout out to you, bro. You said I just want to watch football on Sunday because when the Saints lose, it's help everybody team and whoever play. I feel you on that. It's like today. I mean, to be honest with you, I was about to stop watching football until 3 o'clock, but that damn Steelers and what game that was? The Steelers and the freaking Ravens. That game was good. Wasn't able to see the 49ers and Seahawks game, but I'm glad I watched that game. But I definitely feel you, bro. Hold on, there was one more comment I wanted to read. So, gun down, man. He said Cesar Ruiz has been very generous this holiday seasons for the other team. You ain't lying. The season of giving, bro. Just
Yeah,
ridiculous, man.
yeah. Well, we have Miss Anna in the building. Miss Anna, thank you for calling in. How you doing?
Hey y'all, what's up?
Oh, just
Just
How's it
chilling.
going?
hey, just give me what J Dog's having. I'm just kidding. No, I just wanted to holler at y'all. I've been missing y'all. So I'll start with the Taysom thing. I've been preaching. Jerry can back me up on this for the last 3 seasons that he's just not a quarterback. We had no choice but to. I mean, it is what it is right now. I mean, we had to start him, but he's not the answer at quarterback. I don't know what to say. It's I mean, I can't add anything that you've already said. I mean, we're just so banged up. I mean, it's I don't even see I don't see an answer, right now. Offensively, I mean, our defense. I feel bad for our defense, man. They're wore the fuck out. They just are.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even not. I can't knock. I can't knock him. I can't knock Marcus Williams. I can't knock any of them. I mean, we had a top 5 defense, run defense coming in that game, and I don't know what it is now, but I mean, it hurts. It just hurts. I don't know. I know Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton can work magic. I hope they do something in this off season to we need. I'm not saying we need a first pick wide receiver, but we need. They're real good at top 3. In the top, at least in the top 3 rounds. I mean, we need some. We need offensive help. I mean, we just do. And I mean, Traquan Smith is, he's trash. He's trash. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I really am.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I mean, like game. That was a winnable game. We could have won that game. And everybody knows about that shit call, and that changed the whole momentum of the game. I mean, we couldn't. We were fighting back after that, and that's when Taysom started throwing all those interceptions. If he could keep it on the ground, keep it on the ground, I was okay. But as soon as that ball as soon as he lets go of that ball, I'm scared to death. It's like, oh shit. I don't know. It was just frustrating. That was a winnable game, and And as bad as we're beat up, we still could have won that game, you know. And it's frustrating, man. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, and I tell you what,
I don't
really,
know.
it's just watching this offense. It's watching that, not not being able to drive down the field. It's like it's just stressful.
And
It's
really,
like
truly, the Cowboys should have walked all over us. You know, the
yeah,
way
yeah,
we were banged up and everything.
yeah. But I mean, we know they fake too. The
So
Cowboys,
they're not that good.
yeah, they fake.
How many coaches were they missing? I know they was missing a lot from with COVID protocol. They had like what 10 people out, but I mean, Mike
Oh, Mike McCarthy was
McCarthy.
gonna get his. He was gonna get his stuff clapped anyway.
Yeah, I would have almost preferred if Mike McCarthy had been there.
I mean,
Um,
Dan Quinn ain't too good either. So
no, I agree. I mean, like I said, but then I mean, hey, he led. They said the Falcons to a Super Bowl, which they blew.
Kyle Shanahan more like.
Well, yeah, but still, it happened to be the head coach. So, but I felt like even with everything, even with as hurt as we were, I think it was. I was surprised the team kept fighting, but man, it just. I think it's the worst thing. Is seeing a very vulnerable team, and then with us still got the coaches. You know, what I'm saying Taysom Hill, who went 3-1 as a starter last year, comes out and we can't even generate more than 3 scores against Dallas. So I don't know.
Yeah.
How do we prepare? I believe they were on a short week too, weren't they? Because they had a game on Sunday and then went against Thursday. We at least had the Thanksgiving game, if I'm correct.
I mean, they had the Thanksgiving game too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, you know they play on Thanksgiving every. They
Yeah, I
lost to the
thought
Raiders.
so.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. That's right. Yeah, I
Man,
gotta
nah, freak
worry
the
buddy.
Cowboys. They don't get no excuses. I don't care about no Cowboys. Come on now.
Well, shit, me neither. But yeah, like I said, all I'm saying is they were beatable, and
Yeah,
we missed the shot.
yeah. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just frustrating losing. Like, you know what I'm saying, a year ago, 2 years ago, man, we blow them out of the water, no problem. So I don't want to hear after this year. I don't want to hear no more talk from anybody about Taysom Hill being an option at quarterback. Nobody.
Oh well, you
If you
about
see
to.
it, I'm flaming you on live
Well, I guarantee you
immediately.
about to hear that real soon. I'm just letting you know that right now.
I hate to go back and tell these people I
You
told
laughing?
you so,
Yeah, I
but
see you smiling. We gonna get to you soon,
I
bro.
mean,
We
everybody
gonna get
sees it now, you know. Not that I'm some guru or anything, but I mean, you know, when it was the whole Taysom Jameis thing, you know, who the star, this and that. I mean, if you watch football, period, you have to know that Jameis was the better quarterback. Jameis is a quarterback. Taysom is not, you know, and that's just it. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do now. I mean, I don't even know who's starting against the Jets, or do they even know?
I think it's gonna be Taysom, and I think if we were to lose this game, which is very possible that we do, I mean, I want to beat the Jets. We can't lose to the Jets, man. I don't want to lose to the Jets, but I think it would be time to have Ian Book after that if we do lose to
Yup.
the Jets. But yeah, I think Taysom is starting the
But
game. It seems like
anyway, that's
Is that
all I
pretty
have
much
to say.
in a dream like universe? Losing to the Jets is like at that point all we have to play for is the draft and people's jobs. Is that correct?
Pretty much.
Also, I don't know if I said Taysom or Jameis, but regardless of what I said, it's Taysom is what I mean. Not a good quarterback. But yeah, I guess Ian Book is probably gonna have to be because Simeon is trash. Taysom, he's a pretty good tight end, halfback, or not halfback, but a fullback. So
You mean
I just
Taysom?
hope we can find an answer. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm saying right now. I'm so tired. I've been
I know,
running crazy
I
this
know
week.
what you meant. I know what you meant.
Steve, yeah, Taysom,
But
terrible.
yeah, but I don't know. I just wish we could have stuck to the running game more. You know. But with uh with AK back, even Ian Book quarterbacking with Taysom and AK and Ingram, I mean, we still have a shot at a running game, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just my
you
thought.
just you don't never use it though, Sean. You don't use it enough, man. And I mean, keep in mind they all
I
banged
just
up too,
can't
so
see
that doesn't
losing to the
help.
sorry ass Jets, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
But
agreed.
anyway, that's all I had, guys. I just wanted to holler at y'all.
Oh, okay, Miss Anna. Well, we definitely appreciate you for calling in, giving us your great insights on the team.
Absolutely. Thank you for keeping me corrected, because I've for whatever
No
reason been
problem.
fumbling the two names.
I always have all this shit I want to say, and then I always have all this shit I want to say, and then when I get on there, then I get nervous. But whatever.
I mean, it's all you people.
We're all family.
It's all our people you preach to. Same New Orleans Saints
Yeah, you're
fans.
right. Yeah, you're right. I sure wanted to hear from your boy, the last Saint, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, we about to get into that one.
I guess he gave up, huh?
No, I think he's up next, isn't he?
No,
Yeah,
he's
he
next.
he up
He's
next.
next. He's next.
Oh, okay, good. All right, y'all take it easy, okay?
All
All
right,
All
you
right,
right,
too,
who
we
Anna.
that,
missing
Anna?
Who that?
Yeah, who that?
Who's ready for fireworks?
All right, what's
Ain't
next?
what you talking about? Ain't no such thing as giving up. And, Michigan. Well, first of all, nice to talk to everybody.
Uh-huh.
Whether we have disagreements or not, I respect everybody in here. Minshew, bro, I can't take you serious saying blaming anybody. You got that quarterback on your picture, man.
Oh
Just
yeah,
the Jets
that's
don't
my
mean shit.
boy.
He beat the Jets, and he got kicked out of Jacksonville for a reason. But shout out to everybody, man. CB, WD. I thought you said you didn't want to talk to me, disrespecting me in the chat like that. But
Oh man,
it's
chill
all
out,
good.
chill
It's
out.
all good.
Disrespect, disrespect.
Well,
Chill out.
I
No,
want
no. I said no, 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 no. I said we gotta talk to the other side of the ball.
Oh, 50. Hey, look, I was too broke at the time. Look, I got him for whenever I see him, I try to hit him up on that. I'm gonna be honorable.
All
And
right.
as far as me not being here, man, I just been busy. I was working, man. I was doing at the time doing DoorDash in New Orleans and whatnot. So
All right.
excuses aside and whatnot, I'll definitely pay up. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Come on, let's go.
No, we wanting to hear from you. You talk about
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
the supporting cast.
Oh
We
man, what
make
I
it. Can
meant
you
was
make that make
not
sense?
wide receivers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit in here and lie and say that Jameis Winston didn't do anything. I never said Jameis Winston was garbage. Never said that. I never. I don't know what y'all was talking about when y'all was saying Mark Ingram. I was thinking
All
y'all
right.
talking about somebody else
Support.
mentioning that.
So, yeah, I was talking about
Mm-hmm.
supporting cast. Whenever I was saying,
Oh,
when
well,
you
when
said
I
the
said
supporting
supporting
cast
cast,
was weaker,
oh yeah, for sure. Wait, what's your name?
it's
What?
it's Payton. Payton.
Okay,
Whatever one.
yeah. I don't want to just call you Messi, because then I'd be disrespecting you. But check it out. Look, when I was talking about supporting cast, I was talking about the offensive lineman. That's what I meant. Of course, Jameis Winston scrambled, and when he did scramble, he was looking pretty good. Especially that Buccaneers game when he had four, actually three. It was either three or four scrambling attempts for 10 yards. And he would have broke off for another 10 yards had Devin White not ripped his ACL apart. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? And I mean, the team fell up. Jameis Winston, once the captain of the ship got knocked off, the whole cast got knocked off too. Regarding the offensive lineman, Andrews Pete fell. Then the tackles start falling apart. And then you got Eric McCoy regressing this season and Cesar Ruiz playing like a bust. I think that next year or the continuation of this year, he'll probably get better or whatnot. But otherwise, that's the situation. Trevor Simeon played adamantly for the 2 games. He was getting crushed. Well, I was either or on that opinion because he was playing pretty badly in the first 3 quarters of all 4 games until the 4th quarter heroics. And heroics turn into failed comebacks when you don't win. And then that becomes garbage time when you lose. So 4th quarter heroics and whatnot, y'all say I'm making this. Look, this is the problem with Saints fans that I just figured out. It's kind of like that 2-9 conspiracy theory you see on Twitter with the fans either supporting Tua or the fans saying that motherfucker sucked. I'm just keeping it real. Listen, I'm in the Lions den right now. I'm like that guy from that Bible story with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. I got y'all 3 guys telling me that my Taysom Hill thing is bullshit. I got the chat saying that. And if reality is a 50-50 split, and on my 50% side of the things, nobody's not really saying anything. They just being quiet. I mean, when Jameis Winston started, I didn't say he was gonna be trash. I said I backed any quarterback because I knew they can do good. Taysom Hill, 4 interceptions, 2 of those were his fault, and 2 of those weren't. I mean, if you want to count the tip ball he threw at the line, if you want to say that swings either way. I mean, he was a really good option to win. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of drugs flowing through him and medicine for that foot to rush for over 100 yards. Passing game started to deteriorate when his middle finger, because he has a torn tendon in his finger. A mild mallet finger, if you want to call it that. Throwing over behind, or even the drop passes and whatnot. So, I mean, like, what y'all want me to tell y'all besides the fact that I lost the prediction with the quarterback? Because, I mean, that's not really – I mean, if you want to call it relevant and me not being right about it, sure. But, I mean, otherwise, I don't see how that goes together with the full picture of things. Because people be
no. See, the reason why I was getting on your case was because I suspect that, when you was wrong, I thought you were hiding, like running off it, and then you came back as soon as Taysom Hill got.
Oh no, I hear from another guy, that I owed a bet to, but that wasn't football related. This one just so happened to be, a situation like that. But I definitely paid a homeboy his 50. Whenever I can try to get to him though. Because I like to be honest with the Saints fans. At least we try to be, even though we on the internet. But I mean, that's pretty much it with that. I know Minshew said he was gonna flame a Taysom night. I don't know what they call it.
Oh no, yeah. What I was talking about, I said once everything gets caught up, especially going forward, because I've always said Taysom, I've always loved him as a weapon in the game. You know what I'm saying? As offering some utility out of the Wildcat. Loved him in that role, but I've never liked him as a straight up quarterback. And maybe that's because, you know what I'm saying, my whole life since I was 10, we've had Drew Brees in New Orleans. So all I'm saying is I've seen every a lot of different quarterbacks, but Taysom just never seemed like his passing game was there. That's why Jameis better.
Okay, I mean that's understandable if you saying that and whatnot. But I mean, last season they didn't have a preparation for him as the starting quarterback, like a whole game plan in the beginning of things. I mean, he started the first week and he went 3-1. If there were mistakes made, they were. That was pretty much his rookie year, starting full time. And I mean, in this game, this is his first game back. Foot injury, torn foot and ejected finger. Cries for. I see, Winston was a winner. I mean, he was a winner. I mean, that
Yeah,
Seahawks
five
game,
and
2
two.
games when they was dropping passes and he was starting long drives and whatnot. But I mean, I don't think James Winston could have won with what we got now. I made a video saying prime Drew Brees, 2011 Drew Brees couldn't survive behind this team with the
But
way this
what
offense
was
was.
what's different today than a few weeks ago before it went down? Besides the offensive line, the same receivers was out there. So what did Jameis have that nobody has now?
Well, besides the offensive line, I mean, only I can say only one or two things he didn't have. I mean that Trevor Simeon and Taysom didn't have was Alvin Kamara, and if he want to for the fun of it, besides let's see the Seahawks game, there's 2 games that Taysom Hill missed. I'm gonna throw Taysom Hill in there, like 2 weeks where he wasn't out because of the concussion thing. Because those guys are game changers. Whether you want to label, Taysom Hill as a gadget player, taking people's spots on the team, or Alvin Kamara, being respected by secondary defenses. So, and I mean, this season ain't over. This season is not over. The Jets, the Jet. Listen, man, I know y'all talking about not looking into the playoffs, man. Don't look into the draft if y'all gonna come with that conclusion. Because I mean, looking into the draft is 50-50 on accepting defeat. I mean, the Eagles just
We
busting
we
down.
didn't we didn't we didn't bring up the draft though. I mean,
I think I did
we
earlier.
was
I think I did
responding
earlier.
to a comment. We didn't get on here talking about draft. We just
Well, I mean,
was
y'all said it, so that I mean, that's
no,
what.
but we gotta
Well, that's
answer a
fine. That's
question.
okay. That's okay. But
No,
I'm
no,
just saying
I
what I
know.
said.
I'm saying we're not accepting no defeat. I mean, we're gonna continue to go out here and support our guys and
Yeah. I hope
Well,
so.
I'll tell you one thing. One thing we shouldn't accept is
Uh,
this play on offense, regardless of the injuries. I mean, like, bro. I mean, when you can't even score points, you can rarely score 7 points. I mean, why would anybody would want to talk about playoffs?
Well, I mean, that was before Taysom Hill got in there. I mean, Trevor Simeon. Only problem I had with Trevor Simeon was the fact that he couldn't move.
Yeah.
What I liked about Jameis Winston a lot was that he was able to dance around in the pocket, to run or make something happen. Trevor
Strong in
Simeon
the
is a
pocket.
Trevor Simeon is a damn statue, man. And
Mm-hmm.
TJ got pissed at me. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but he
Nah.
said I kept he said, "What's this fascination with a dual threat quarterback?" And I'm like, bro, have you not seen these last 4 games with Trevor Simeon? Only time a pocket passer can survive is if the O line is good and the wide receivers have separation. You
No,
know,
see,
That or
the thing about it
release.
is, it's not even about dual threat for me. It's like there's a difference between mobility and then being able to have awareness in the pocket. Because I mean, you don't have to be the most mobile quarterback to have pocket awareness. Like Drew, he wasn't the most mobile, but his pocket awareness was great.
Yup.
Like
he had better wide
Trevor,
receivers than this
Trevor,
too.
like Trevor, man. I mean, why he's a statue? It's like he would take the freaking sack, and those sacks is just
You
that
remember
was
when he backed up like 5 to 10 yards?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
That's
and
what I'm talking about.
that's bad for the tackles because I mean Ram, a quarterback shouldn't be dropping back that much. That's how you
So
get sacked usually.
yeah. So and also last thing, I got one thing to say about it. Just on the Breeze thing about it, saying better wide receivers. The one thing that you could always say was that whenever a player would leave New Orleans, was there anybody that still performed at the level they did when they were playing with Breeze? I mean, outside of like Sproles, I mean, who
That's
else?
very
Because
true.
Meacham went and fizzled out.
Yeah.
Colston never left. Jimmy Graham, dude, he was the pinnacle of tight end in the NFL, and then he leaves New Orleans, and he's an afterthought at this point. So I think at that, what you have to look at the difference in Dual threat is if a guy can't doesn't have the quick release, the pocket awareness, as what WD is saying,
Not
or
agree on
being
that.
strong in the pocket like Jameis, whereas Jameis was built similar to Roethlisberger, where a defensive end could have a clean shot, and he's just so strong and he can throw the guy off. So
Yeah.
Trevor Simeon, he's what? How tall is he? Like, he's not a big dude, if I remember correctly, and he doesn't have pocket awareness. Trevor Simeon was going to be terrible no matter what. I felt like that was terrible. So at least Taysom, I feel like it was a little bit better in the pocket, but I still don't trust the instincts there. Maybe he proves me wrong,
Well, I
but
mean, the
and
whole
that was just
offensive
all
line
I
was
wanted to say
damaged.
was you don't have to necessarily be a dual threat. You can be a almost well, you can't be a true statue, but not even having to run, I think is just understanding the pocket itself is all that's really needed.
Right.
Well, this is what I was saying, and then I'll move on. In regards to a dual threat, I kind of disagree with you saying he on that. In my opinion, a dual threat is somebody who can move when they have to, or they can throw it when they can. Trevor was not that. I mean, we got smashed by Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Those guys can do that.
Yeah.
Trevor couldn't.
Yeah. I mean,
Play extenders.
I agree with you right there.
Deshaun Watson or
Dual threat is simple. You can run and throw. That is that simple. That's how I look at it. But I
right.
mean, I'm just saying though, like as far as I don't think you need to be all the way mobile. It's just really about pocket awareness.
I mean this. I mean, you saw how many times Taysom Hill had to, scramble out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Like
no,
a
I like that
center,
from him.
like
I
a
like that from
guard.
him. And
you know,
really, but that was my knock on him too. Like last year he wasn't doing that. Last year he wasn't using his legs. That was my problem with Taysom. Like he wasn't using his legs, and he had legs.
But
He was
the thing but you got to look at this as well because a lot of times when those guys are doing that, it's because they felt they haven't made a play, so they start running. But here's the thing: is a lot of the times the pocket's good, the offensive line looks good. Now Taysom ran out of the pocket, defenders are able to break free. Now he's got people in his face and no protection. So that's another thing you got to look at. It is a lot of these guys.
but
I'm
dude, I
trying to
saw
think
the
of somebody
game. I
who
mean,
completely,
it wasn't
yeah,
like I said. You know, that's why I keep saying Trevor Simeon because I mean that fucking protection was like breaking down, and there were times that it wasn't breaking down, and he was overthrowing and underthrowing the ball.
yeah. Trevor Simeon's just bad. We can move past that. I'm just saying Taysom, if he would at least improve his presence, I mean, I think that would clear out a lot of the issues he was having. Just stepping up in the pocket would be something that would help him out. And instead of always looking to roll out left or right, step up. I think that was the most underrated thing Drew Brees could do was as the tackles would drive the ends out, Drew Brees could step directly up in behind the guards, beat the defensive ends, and then throw in a perfect pass. So all I'm saying is Taysom can put himself into bad situations, especially with a hurt foot and bad finger every time he's rolling out whenever there's not even really any pressure right there in his face when he can just step up. Which I know it's easy to say as a armchair quarterback out here, but it's a thing that we've seen before in New Orleans.
Well, listen, man, I think the codeine gonna help, with Taysom because he must be having horse steroids in his body if he's
That
able to
man's
do all
on
that.
that man's on morphine right now.
Yeah, that man on all drugs known to mankind. And Drew Brees was with the Saints for like over what 15 years,
Yeah,
and
15 years.
yeah, 10 plus years, man. And look, man, this season ain't over. Listen, I've been wrong about one thing, and that one thing is the fact that the guy didn't start. Over Jameis Winston. Everything else I've been right about. You've been on Big Q channel or whatnot. But I mean, this playoffs not over with, man. I mean, the Jets. Look, the Jets are the Jets. Like the Lions are the Lions. All right. I know
You're
y'all
gonna
talking
lose to
about one
anyone
game
lose
at
to.
a time, but
You
y'all
can
gotta
lose,
be more realistic.
but you can't. I mean, we are being realistic. You could
And we're
the Saints could still lose to any one of those teams, even if they
Yeah.
had the Lions on the schedule. I mean, look, the Vikings just lost to the Lions today. Like, I mean, when you can't score points, That's what knocked the confidence down.
Any team has a chance if you putting up
But my thing is,
averaging
is a
3
team
to 7
confident, man.
points and a half. Any team has a shot.
Right.
That's as realistic as
Uh-huh.
we've been seeing.
Okay, but look, man, this team gets fired with Taysom Hill in. I mean, this defense isn't, ranked
Huh?
2. They're
Wait,
ranked 10.
wait, can you repeat that? What you just said?
Yeah, I definitely can't repeat what I just said. I said
Please, please.
this team gets fired with Taysom Hill in. I mean, this team
That's not
played
what you said.
way better than what Trevor Simeon has been doing these past 4 weeks.
Oh well, no,
So,
well, I mean,
Taysom
this
brings
was
a
one
spark
game. This was one. Yeah, I mean, he brings a sport at a
in
certain
the
extent.
run game.
Yeah,
in
but
the
come on,
running
man.
game, well, we gonna look. If we're
So
not
what
gonna
was
be
so what was that
exclusive
in the fourth quarter?
for
What
wide
was that in the
receivers,
fourth? I will agree. I will agree. This one game, you know,
this is first
he,
game back.
yeah,
Those
he
two,
sparked.
those two
He's
interceptions were his fault.
no, but look, I'm saying he sparked. Of course, he sparked more than Trevor. But what I'm saying is, in general, how you gonna say that? And then you look at that fourth quarter about him sparking the team.
Well, look, man, the fucking team didn't play good either.
Man,
Like,
bro, the defense got the offense the ball back what 3 times in the fourth quarter,
yeah, and
and,
we're
and then
listen. I can't make excuses for that for the bad play, but for the other 3 quarters, he did admirably. He played with heart. He played with grit. The whole team did. The defense kind of fell. The defense made a few bad plays before the fourth quarter heroics. Did you just make your teeth? WD, did you just smack your teeth at me?
no, that was not me. I swear that was not me. CB, I think that was CB. CB, that had to be you. That had to be you.
Yeah.
That had
Oh,
to be.
man.
Ooh.
Look, man, I think we got a shot. What I will say is the guy that came before that woman, never let him back on because he almost made me cry the way he was talking on here. He sounded real depressed and all that. And I ain't trying to live my life like
No,
that. Real talk.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This team losing. I'm not gonna say it doesn't bother me, but it doesn't affect my. It doesn't affect me like I'm saying like oh this is ruining my week and shit. No,
No.
after all these postseason losses and stuff, and I'm like it is what it is.
Yeah.
However, watching that shit, like watching the offense in general during the game, that's a different story. It's like, come on, man, I don't feel like watching this, bro. We shouldn't have to watch this offense struggle the way it has struggled with Sean Payton. That's what I'm saying. That's the most frustrating thing is watching it.
Yeah.
Other than that, like the Saints, man, look, they lost. They lost. I mean, hell, get it together, bro. But I mean, for me, I'm not depressed about it. I'm not.
Nope.
You better
Cause
not, man, because these people looking like they got mental breakdowns.
yeah,
I'll tell
Yeah.
you
yeah. I
the
mean,
Live your life.
like
two
yeah,
things.
bro.
I've had two depressed moments this whole time as a Saints fan. That was Minneapolis Miracle and the no call after the 2018 season. I can tell you, I had to reevaluate. You have to disconnect after that shit because what'll happen, man, that'll get rough on you. You sit there and you're like, man, I'm worried about a bunch of damn grown men. I don't even know who the hell I am.
Them dudes in them hotels sleeping good on those hotel pillows, man, making that checks, man. You
Oh
know?
yeah, no, I mean it. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? As fans, we invest a lot into it, but I think right now, I mean, understand disconnect, especially in, it's even if it is nobody's giving up on the team. I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? We could go crazy. Ian Book comes in next week. Team goes crazy, goes, you know what I'm saying, 10-7, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, make the playoffs as
Yeah.
fucking 7th-round wild card, pardon my French.
It's
And
possible.
who knows, make a Super Bowl. Anything's possible. But the thing is,
I don't know nothing about
it's
that
just as
Pickleback era, but
possible that we go out Zach Wilson because he's a new quarterback. For whatever reason, we always have the worst trouble against new quarterbacks. I think it's important at this point. You know what I'm saying? The team we're not world beaters right now. Like if we win anything, it's going to be like a streak of miracles that they're going to make Disney movies about.
yeah.
But at this point, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fans, if you are upset, kind of disconnect, watch the games, but realize the team's not as good right now as we have been
No.
in years past. So don't put the same expectations and then get your feelings hurt whenever obviously we are the same team.
Right. And you know what, man? I think Saints fans should have. I think Saints fans should be, a reasonable doubt. I think the only way that the Saints can continue on a winning streak is if the quarterback puts his body on the line. Unfortunately, I mean, you guys been seeing that. In the first two Trevor Simeon games, these guys been either not been getting open or they keep dropping balls. You know, so I think the quarterback is going to have to put his body on the line, constantly rushing. If the plays don't work, bounce out to that edge, on the right or the left side of the field, and make that shit happen. Because otherwise, man, these NFC teams are falling apart. 49ers just lost to the Seahawks. The Vikings choked to the worst team in the NFL, and a whole bunch of things. I mean, Washington is only a game above us because we got a tiebreaker over them, and they're gonna lose another game in the 6 games to come too. So, if anything, it's looking positive. I mean, if we don't win out, at least we get a good wide receiver in the draft. But
I like
otherwise,
Mechie. I like Mechie. Mechie from Alabama. He just tore his ACL. I think Mechie is. I think he's pretty solid.
I like
I know
any
we
wide
probably got
receiver from Ohio, man. Those guys are NFL ready. To be honest with you.
I'll tell you what. I'm about tired of people from Ohio State.
I'm
I'll tell
tired
you
of
one thing.
looking for diamonds in the dirt with these undrafted guys. I'm tired of that bullshit. We need to proceed.
Yeah. Is it
know.
the 3 guys from it's the trio up in Ohio State? But I like John Mechie. I think he's pretty good. I like what's his face? Charleston Rambo out of Miami. I think he's pretty good as a mid-round pickup. A couple other guys I'd have to re-pull up their names, everything else from college football, but definitely I think the wide receiver class, especially with Mechie being hurt, if we could grab a guy like that in maybe the second round, if he falls because the ACL, man, I think that would be perfect for us. There's another big time guy. Hopefully he's a compliment to Michael Thomas. Because, man, honestly, I love Michael Thomas. I was there in Nashville whenever he broke the receptions record. Yep, love him. Like I said, love Michael Thomas to death. So hopefully we can get that figured out. He comes back next year. The team does better. But for whatever case, we do need more wide receivers. Marcus Callaway is great, but we need somebody who can – I think he might feel better more in that role of maybe the up the seams type wide receiver. It's not big and strong, but we need more explosiveness. So
right. And Marcus Callaway, man, this is second year. He's constantly getting bunkered by man, it's unfortunate for my guy, Marcus Callaway, man. He keeps getting shut down by these number one cornerbacks, and he's been playing against a lot of star cornerbacks too.
Yeah.
And Michael Thomas helped everybody because these guys aren't getting blasted.
Michael Thomas was unworldly at evading the big hit and making the catch. I mean, I will give Michael Thomas that. Like I said, anybody call him whatever you want, but guess what? You need 8 to 10 yards. There wasn't nobody better in the league at it in terms of being consistent and performing his job. Hopefully there's no rift. I know sometimes, the media, they always talk. They've been saying Sean Payton's going to the damn Cowboys for 15 years now. Stupid stuff. So
Cowboys are
exactly
out in the wild card of the division, man. You can't survive against this banged up offense by 10 points.
Yeah.
They have to back up, man. If I'm gonna be honest with you. And I got us winning against the Jets, man. I only been wrong about one thing, and I already told y'all that on repeat. I've been right about a whole bunch of other shit. I got this as a cushion game, a victorious game, bountiful, beautiful game for us to win.
So what you gonna say if we lose, man?
If we lose, man, I'm gonna be like, fuck everything I said. I'm gonna say WDN Chatline for life.
What he said is he going. Nah, I bet WD. I bet I bet old Gabe probably bet him $100 we lose to the Jets.
Look, I ain't making no
It's
break, man.
inside. You probably don't know, but it's no, yeah. I think that hopefully, like I said, I'd love to see us win. It's always better on my. I've come to make it this way. It's better on my week with a Saints win, but you have to disconnect if there's a loss, especially with everybody knows what state the team's pretty much in right now. So
Yeah.
just enjoy the NFL season because everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Once that last game, no matter how good or bad we do, at the end of the day, to enjoy the football as much as we can because this won't be another long ass 8-9 months without it. So
Right, because I mean, who really trying to watch the Pelicans out here, man?
you ain't
Damn,
lying.
you ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that.
Like, who trying to watch the Pelicans, man?
I mean, this offense ain't fun to watch either. So
Right, but I think we gonna get it, man. I think we got it. I think something's gonna happen. Whether we even rush, Taysom Hill, running the ball more frequently than throwing it. Because those 4 games, 2 of those Atlanta games were won by Taysom. The Broncos games was won by the whole team, and the Eagles game, the whole team lost it. And
shit.
I just got a lot of confidence, honestly.
I ain't gonna go there.
Man, go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna.
No, go ahead, man. Look, you said there's gonna be some fireworks, man. Y'all looking a little bit sleepy over here.
Shit,
Cause I'll be
no,
sick on my channel.
no.
You gotta disagree and let me know.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, bro, that Broncos,
that Falcons team.
oh yeah, the Falcons, that out of question, no question on that one. But that Broncos and Eagles game, that's the reason why we was even questioning Taysom to begin with. So,
I mean, that was his third start. That's his full time start.
Man,
I'm looking at the whole picture now.
I tell you what, that Eagles game, I didn't want to see Taysom throw another football ever again.
I mean, you gotta be real, man. Defense was catching hell.
They was catching hell, but look, in the second half, bro, they was kind of pulling us back in the game. This man, he throwing freaking bullets to Kamara, throwing hits, missing Michael Thomas on an open 4th and 2. So I'm like, nah, I'm done with this, man.
They fought back in that 4th, though. I can't lie. At least they tried. I won't lie. Even that sack, that shit pissed me off because he had Emmanuel Sanders wide open, and that'd be the problem with his. People say he don't have a cannon arm. The dude releases the ball so early.
Yeah.
So late. Excuse me. He releases it late.
All the deep passes, throws.
Yeah. But man, look. What?
Hey fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know. I gotta go ahead and hop off. It's pretty late here. I gotta be up early in the morning for work, so I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to head out too, man. Pleasure talking to y'all. I got a channel as well. Y'all may not agree with everything I say, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I think.
No, we agree with what you said. I mean, the only thing we were just talking about was the Taysom situation. I mean, we all say things at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I mean, 95% of the stuff we talk about, everybody should be in agreement with. I mean, because it's Saints related. I mean, that was just the Taysom thing.
Well,
at the end of the day, we all rooting for the same squad. Yeah, I mean, you got your view on that. Others have their view. Some, just is what it is. But
Pete talking about he about to put that gasoline
on me. Nah, at the end of the day, we cheering for the same squad.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that either. But it's like the guy's getting so much hate. It's like on biblical proportions. Like I don't understand, why people are trying to crack down on him. That's one thing that you don't think he can be a quarterback. It's another literally shitting on him.
Oh man, it's just I mean, like I seen him at quarterback, and like now I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to see anymore. I mean, but hey, I mean, right now, I mean, the situation we in, I mean, why not? But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm so over that Like, hey, bro, Taysom get your chance. I want him to get his chance. He got his chance. I don't see it no more.
I like how that stuff. But I feel you and I hear you. Real shit.
But I had the last Saint, man. We definitely appreciate you for calling in, giving us your thoughts on on Taysom.
Yeah.
Far as everything else, I mean, we talking the same talk, far as the Saints. But yeah, man, appreciate you for calling in. No problems or nothing like that. Just a difference with the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, man. Last thing I'm gonna say is, who knows what's gonna happen with the quarterback thing next season. You know, James Winston may get a way better offer from a different team because they may take into consideration how he played with Sean Payton here with the 5-2 start. Um, they
Russell
may
Wilson to the Saints.
huh?
I said Russell Wilson to the Saints. Let me stop because I don't want to get the. I don't want to get the.
Bro,
I
Russell
everybody.
is not coming here, man. Russell Wilson gonna cry and complain in Seattle and sign another fat contract. That guy is not coming here, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, everybody in the chat, Russell Wilson is not coming to the Saints. So either hope A-Rod takes a deal, or for anybody who wants Jameis Winston that he come back, and play like he did. But I repeat, Russell Wilson ain't coming here. He's signing another fat contract. And I put that on everything. Besides a bit. Besides a bit.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. We'll
All
get
right,
at you
guys.
later.
Y'all too, bro. Take it easy.
You too.
WD, you got any final thoughts, fam?
Man, shout out to all the people that joined in. We had a quite few. It was entertaining for the most part. Everybody venting and stuff. Don't let this team stress you out. Just like PC, don't let this team stress you out. I mean, watching it is very stressful. I can't stop it. I'm even stressing looking at it. But I mean, as far as life goes, bro, don't let this team get you down, bro. They just gotta wake up. Get their act together. Hopefully they beat the Jets. They better beat the Jets. But I do want to say shout out to the chat as well. Shout out to the viewers. I know everybody doesn't always comment. So shout out to the viewers. Thank y'all for sticking with us. Y'all help us, make this thing fun. So just continue to rock with us. And yeah, that's all I got. Oh, and make sure y'all like and share and subscribe if you haven't already, by the way.
Right. Shout out to the chat. Once again, you heard WD. The show will not go without y'all. Y'all bring the hype to the show, the entertainment, especially the entertainment part. Y'all been having some interesting comments. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, I know we a few days removed from the game, but just wanted to be able to enjoy the weekend, and we could get back to this. But as far as the schedule for next week, I'm not sure. We will probably do the previous show probably by the weekend, sometime maybe Friday, Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday night. But just be on the lookout Thursday or Friday night. Got to get with the team, see what their schedule's looking like. But we'll have our preview show then. And as far as man, I'm gonna try to, get on that as well. I know I've been saying I'm gonna get on it, but just been busy. Just been busy, as of late. So if that's about it. Once again, like, subscribe, follow the page, and well, the season is not over, so let's just continue to grind and just let the chips fall where they may. So this is the WDN Chatline podcast, and we're out. Who that?
For life.